Why we laughing? I'm gonna tell y'all why we laughing. We are so discombobulated this morning. So y'all see me, I'm holding my phone in my hand. It normally hides behind the mic and Andre's side. You know what? That's because it used to be on my side, DZ. That's okay. It ain't. It's my fault. No, I'm not mad. I'm just teasing. But it used to be on my side, so now Mike can hide his phone. See, y'all don't see his, cause there y'all see his. I love DZ. Okay, so normally we be able to, so we discombobulated this morning, but it's in a happy way. We are so excited today. This morning we have Trey Chaney, who's going to be calling in because he's been really, really busy. But I'm excited because he's a brother of mine, he's a friend of mine, and truthfully speaking, he's the reason why I am in film and TV.
Everybody has an inspiration.
Yes,
Huh?
and yeah, everybody
Ain't that the
has
truth?
one. And we want to just send a shout out to everybody who's watching, all of
Everybody.
our viewers, Shanique, Clarence, Camilla, my cousin, everybody. Oh, wait
Good
a
morning. Hello.
minute.
We love you.
My mother's 75th birthday was yesterday.
Oh wow! Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to my mommy. I'm forever 25, and I
Yes.
still call my mother mommy. It's like, who you talking
Me
to?
too.
I call my mother mommy.
How many of you guys out there
Call your mother
mom,
mommy.
Mommy.
Not mom, but
Mom.
mommy.
Mama. My
Yeah.
my older brother calls my mother mother.
Oh, that's that proper stuff. See, that's that. See, that's because your mother grew y'all up in them proper schools. Mother,
Mother.
may I? No, you may not.
Absolutely not.
So we are truly excited today. And then after Trey is done, we are going to have just us. Yes.
And we's gonna talk, right?
We're going to talk to you and to one another. So you'll get up close and personal with us. Some of you remember when we were doing Say So Radio. And so we really excited for all of you that have been following us with the Mike and Andre show. We're actually going a little bit higher now. So we're doing things a lot different, but more of the same. The same meaning connecting to the community, keeping the real in reality.
Well,
and
the objective.
the objective is
the
real.
same.
Yeah.
It's to reach as many people as possible.
many people as we can. And not only that, to bring inspiration, because there are already enough shows out here that bring people down and, you know, and things like that. And we just don't deem necessary to do that. We think if it's not going to build you up, we don't want to tear you down.
Absolutely.
So we are truly, truly excited today. There is another expo going on. Shout out to the Her World Expo happening out there in Harvard de Grace, Maryland.
All right. Shout out.
Shout out to them. They're really, really doing it. Actually, I don't know. I'm just excited about so many things that are going on in this world.
It's just a positive vibe.
It
and
is.
sometimes
Hey, Erica,
the energy you put out
Yes.
comes back to you.
Comes back to you. Yes,
and
most definitely.
that's the reason why you should do it.
Yeah.
You should do it because it teaches you that it is all encompassing and it involves everyone.
Everyone.
And once you put that energy out there, sometimes that energy comes back to help you or somebody else's energy, but it has to be positive.
It has to be positive. And let me tell you something. I was just sharing this with my sister yesterday. And I guess we're going to talk about that on the Just Us because there's so many things that we could talk about. But in the meantime, I think we're going to take a quick break and then we'll come back with Trey Chaney on the line with talking to us. And we're going to go through some of the things. You'll see some of the things that he's done and hear from Trey about, you know, he has a motto, never give up. So we're going to talk about that. Don't touch that stereo. Oh, don't forget Mike's money today.
Don't forget that.
Mike has $100.
Now, we talked about this on the way up here. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's Trey Chaney.
Trey
We can't
Chaney
take a
right
break.
here. We can't wait.
Here we go.
Yeah.
He show his picture. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, Trey.
Trey, can you hear us?
What's going on? Y'all can hear me?
Oh, we can hear you. We
Yes,
can hear you.
indeed.
We have the viewers watching live via Facebook and on WLVSradio.com. We want to thank you so much for joining us. You know, we truly love you. I'm flashing right now the movies that you've done, The Wire,
Yes.
Jamesy Boy, Mirror, How Were You at the Howard Theater, Transitions, Angels in the Rocket Field. Now, speaking of Angels in the Rocket Field, Transitions, and the movie Mirror, you did all those this year, didn't you?
Yeah, we did all of those. This year, like ending last year off was definitely big because St. Vincent is is just the success from that really carried a lot of it into me doing those crossover type movies. And I'm just glad that I was able to be a part of Angels and Rockefeller that's been getting accepted in all these film festivals.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just having a great time with all this positive energy.
Now,
Wow.
stay right there. Keep that picture right there. Now, that picture right there is of yours truly, Andree Harris with Trey
Looking
Chaney.
cute, looking
I'm,
25
yeah,
again.
I'm
Oh,
forever
Andre, go ahead.
25. Trey, that's when we were at the Saints and Sinners premiere party.
Yeah.
With Donna Briscoe, Keith Robinson, Clifton Powell, Trey Chaney,
J.D. Williams.
and JD Williams. And I just saw JD again September in Chicago. I mean, no, I'm sorry, in Newark, New Jersey festival. So I took another picture with him again, and I meant to put them side by side. But I wanted to say, let's talk about Saints and Sinners. Let's talk
Okay.
about.
Well, for those who might not know, Saints and Sinners is a show that takes place and is based off of Cypress, Georgia, and everybody that goes to the church. One minute you think they stink, but it's a lot of sitting going on in that show.
Put the Saints and
And
Sinners up.
and I play Kendrick. I play the son of Rex Fisher and Lady Ella, who's played by the legendary Clifton Powell and Vanessa Bell Calloway.
Yes.
And my character, he's broken. He's trying to reunite with the family that left him, abandoned him when he was younger, and when him out of jail and experiencing violence and all that type of stuff. He's just trying to, really just overcome some of them challenges even with it.
So tell us this. I mean, listen, I when I looked at the last episode, I tried to call you so bad because I know you can't give me no kudos or nothing. But I was like, you mean to tell me your mother don't slept with her grandmother? Now I think I already untwisted that story. That's really probably her sister. Hello, but I'm gonna stop right there because when you're a writer, you start thinking. But I was like, oh my God,
Trying to figure it
yeah.
out.
I was sitting there watching it, and I was like, oh my goodness. She said, shut up, Rex. Shut up, Rex. And Rex said, tell Ella. I know that stuff back to back. Right. That was
And
my love.
Andre, just think, you've been around all of us, so you know how we go.
Yeah. But let me just say this about Donna Briscoe. That's the lady right there in the hat. Could you show that Saints and Sinners flyer again with Trey Chaney on the side? I have his picture there. It's Kendrick Murphy. It was just the one you showed right before this picture, right there. The woman in the front, Donna Briscoe. Let me just say, I've watched her in Ambitions. I've watched her in a lot of other shows, and this woman is phenomenal.
Yes.
Vanessa
definitely.
Bell
Yeah, she
Calloway.
really is.
Everybody
Yeah,
on
I
the
buy
cast are so real and
I buy your whole cast.
yes,
I buy your whole cast.
I'm trying to tell you. And when I was with them, there wasn't a whole no airs or anything. They were just kind. I even met Trey's barber. I got a picture with me and his barber.
Trey, wait a minute. What are you doing?
Hey, he got to
Yeah.
He got a barber?
he got to keep my brother lined up.
You got a barber? Come on, boo.
Yeah.
He got to keep him lined up.
I had to take my hat off.
Because you ain't got no hair
No
either.
hair either.
But I want to go back to when you and I first met. Kudos to Sharon LaFay Brown. I got a flyer on there that said when we met. Thank you right there. You can keep that
Yeah.
right there. We met on, I was doing an anti-bullying production called The Courage to Stand Up. And Trey was there, and so was DJ
Right.
Flavor. And the beautiful thing about it was, Trey, I was ready to give up. And Trey said, no, you're not. We're going to do this. And it ended up being a huge, I didn't even know Flavor had called 93.9. So it was just a huge success. But when we got off of that stage, Trey pulled me to the back and said, said to me, Andree, do you act? I was like, no, only when somebody don't show up.
Okay.
And he said, I really think you should consider this. And a week later, I went head on. I've only been acting since 2016. Am I lying, Trey?
But isn't it beautiful
2016.
when somebody sees something in you and then inspires it?
Yes, because
That's like a gift from God. You
I
know
was
what I mean?
only doing stage plays and only show up when nobody would be there. It wasn't like it was something that I wanted to do. I wanted to write.
I get it.
Yeah,
And
and I wanted
Good
to
morning.
comment on that because what it is what I seen in Andre was I seen passion, I seen dedication, and I seen hustle, and that's all I stand for. Every time somebody goes to my social media, I'm always moving around, trying to connect the dots with people, and just trying to make the world a better place. But with Andre, once I seen what she had written, I said, "Oh, she's a great writer," and then I seen her transform into another character because somebody couldn't make it. And when
Right.
I seen that, I kept watching her. I said, "Andre, did you act?" I said, "Because if you ain't acting, you need to be acting like Tamar."
yep.
Right.
And
Right.
and sometimes, you know, we're all at fault sometimes for not really seeing our full potential. And I just seen Andre's full potential, maybe when she didn't even see it.
Yep.
And once I was able to see that, I kept pressing her out. I said, "You need to act. You need to act. You need to act." Something just kept telling me to keep telling her to act. And now I'm looking at all these film festivals, all the stuff she done wrote and starred in,
It's
and
incredible. It
and
is
and it
overwhelming.
literally didn't have nothing to do with me getting her the job,
So
but
y'all
she
see
took
me, I'm
the
holding
advice
my phone in my
and
hand
she
and
went on
normally
and
hides
applied it.
behind
And that's one
the
thing
mic and
people don't
Andre
do.
side. You know
People
what? That's
don't.
because it used to
They're
be on
not
my
quick to
side,
apply
DZ.
what somebody else
That's
wants
okay.
them
It
to
ain't. It's
do.
my fault.
But I'm
Go
just
ahead, man.
glad
I'm
that
just
she was
teasing.
able to
But it
do
used to be
that.
on
And
my side, so
now,
now Mike can hide
I
in
mean,
the
this
phone.
woman is
And
on
all
her
I'm
way
saying
to.
is,
She's already a star.
oh,
For sure.
thank
Pooh,
you.
Pooh.
You gotta
If
turn your
is that on the air?
background down. Something's going on in the
No,
background. We can hear the
hear
show.
us coming back at us.
Anyway, I want to say this: even from writing and working with you, in the beginning, I used to have to do a weekly accountability call to Trey.
Okay.
Yeah, he would, and no matter where he was when he was on set or
So
whatever,
he became like a mentor,
I had to do
somebody
a
that
weekly accountability call,
beautiful.
and give him updates to everything that I was doing, and so now. That I've now become a multi-award winning writer and
Yeah.
director. It was crazy. The movie that I did recently has won 5 awards, 2 gold and 1 bronze. And so many, I don't even know. Just when I check the email, they'll say congratulations, your judging status has been changed. And I'm like, it's a miracle because a lot of people didn't believe in me.
Right.
And there was
Yeah,
just that handful that did.
And that's the tail of the tape. It seems that in all of the success stories that I've heard, there have always been the hater. There's always been the people that inspire you, and there's the success story. I can if I can real quick. I track this energy that Pooh put on you, developed you, and then here you come along and work with me. you know, just
yeah,
that inspiration, that energy that you put into her has touched me, Pooh. And
I
that's
mean, and Mike has stepped up his game. Now, let me tell you something. Mike was in one of my plays in 2015. He played Bernard in one of my plays. Again, I think I played Linnell, but it was just because the original Linnell bailed out. The
and
second
then you
play,
had to
I
pick it
played
up.
Deacon Robinson because the original Deacon Robinson bailed out. The third play I
right,
did was the anti-bullying play as Miss Maria because the original Maria bailed out. But after that
exactly.
third time,
Right.
Trey was like, okay, I've seen you do a lot of stuff. You need to. And I'm saying all that to say that when you believe in someone, it's not
Yeah,
about what you can get from them.
Right.
Success is about who you can touch, the
Right.
lives that can be changed and transformed as a direct result. Now,
Yes.
I'm old enough to be Trey's mother, pretty much.
yeah,
Right.
But he's older than me in the industry.
Right.
So therefore, I
Me
use
too.
his wisdom to teach me. But when Trey calls me, when he calls me, we're not calling for accountability. Now I give him wisdom. So
yeah,
it goes both
yeah.
ways. I give him like the motherly aunt, big sister wisdom, and he give me wisdom in the industry because he
It's an
has been
exchange.
blazing it.
It's an exchange.
And it's called sowing
And it's
seeds in one
yes,
another so that we continue to grow.
of good feelings, good thoughts,
Yes. Yes.
positive
Yeah,
vibes.
yeah. You know what? I wanted to touch on that too. What I love about Andre is I don't when I call Andre, it's always personal. I don't have to always
Right.
speak on industry.
Mm-hmm.
And when you
Right.
got somebody that just wants to, I mean, she knows my mother, my father, and my sister. I mean, come
Right.
on, she know my whole family. So
Shout
it's
out to
always
your boo. Tell my boo, my sister-in-law, hey now.
Yeah.
yeah, she know wifey, she know the kids. I mean, she seen my son go from, being short to tall as I don't know
Right.
He
what now.
taller than
So
me.
my thing is, I have someone who I know I always can count on and call whenever I'm going
She's
through
that kind of
whatever
person.
I'm experiencing.
Hmm.
Definitely. Definitely.
And
Now, my question, real quick, to Pooh is, all right, which of Andre's shoulders are you crying on? Because I don't want to cry on that shoulder. I want to cry on the other shoulder. You got the right or the
All
left
of
shoulder? Because I
he be
cry.
on both of them. He be on both ears.
them.
We
Look,
find out you guys got a nursery going on. We all crying.
listen,
Yeah,
I'm telling you, but it's the thing that when you can actually have friends and family, and because I consider you guys my family.
For sure.
And I told Trey this morning, I said, I'm divorcing family, right? He
Oh,
said,
man.
family at 100. Because what happens is we realize today that I'm telling you guys the truth that my circle has gotten so much smaller,
So much smaller.
but I'm
yeah.
happier.
Yes.
I'm happier in the smaller
Absolutely.
circle.
Right.
And so now, if something goes wrong, I could pinpoint where it is. Before I make major decisions, I'll call you, I'll call Trey, I'll call my pastor friends. Anybody know these people? Anybody have anything to say about these people? Should I or shouldn't I? And guess what? I'm taking your word for it because I know that you will not do anything that's going to harm me, and you know that I'm not going to do anything that's going to harm you.
Yeah, because you don't
That's
really
a
have the
fact.
time to do the research on all these people swarming
No.
around you. You know. It's
No,
just-
you just don't have that kind of time, and I don't want to spend time trying to figure out who for me and who against me.
For sure.
I don't have that time, and now time is my time. Now is money, and because if it don't make no sense, it ain't gonna make no dollars.
For sure.
That's
So,
a
Pooh,
fact.
how do you
That's a
do
fact.
that? I mean, I'm sure your circle is small as well, or has that?
Shout out to Cyrus Webb. Sorry.
How do you manage that, Pooh? Your circle.
Well, the way I manage it is, and I talked to Andre about this a lot. I practice meditation, and I just really, I work on self a lot.
Hmm.
I feel as though
Okay.
I don't have anything to prove to nobody.
All
And
right.
I talk to God. I got a real great relationship with God,
Amen.
and I don't even if I'm going through something as far as struggle, anxiety, pain, whatever. I see the other side of the tunnel. I see the bigger picture, and I know if I can inspire and touch and motivate at least one person a day, my life is going to be smooth.
Wow.
And that's one thing that me and Andre got in common.
Hmm.
So that's how I manage.
I want to talk about something that a lot of people may know about and they may not know about. You have this project called the Dedicated Fathers Project and the
Yeah.
Dedicated Mothers. But let's talk about the Dedicated Fathers Project that you have going on.
Right.
Well, Dedicated Father, it all was inspired by a song that I wrote titled Dedicated Father. It showed men really, motivating and being there for their kids, like really
Right.
being present, establishing a presence in their kids' life. And I wanted to create this t-shirt line because I felt as though African American men, we get a bad reputation a lot.
Yes.
And
For
I'm not
sure.
one of those men. I didn't come from that. My grandfather, who now deceased, rest in peace to him, he set a huge example for me along with my father. So now, with me having my son Malachi, I wanted to display four generations in a video. And once I created the video blew up. And I said, I need a t-shirt to go with this because a lot of men can relate, whether it be in music or whatever it is. I just felt like people could relate. So now, I'm out here right now actually in Annapolis pushing the dedicated father, dedicated mother brand.
Hmm. And shout out to your parents who have been big supporters of everything that you did, everything that you do, still stand by you. Shout out to the family members that stand by you and things like that. And I wanted you
Right.
you have a favorite slogan: never quit, never give up. Um, tell our viewers there are some people out here right now that feels like their goals are not being met, their dreams are seem so far fetched. Nobody believes in their gifts, or what would you say to them?
Well, my quote, what I would say to people of that nature, because I run across them all the time, is they have to understand when all of that can change just by a train of thought. And I had to really understand this myself because every day in this business is not easy. But for people that feel like they want to give up, just know, or if they're going through whatever struggles, just know that that's the test. But they need to understand that they've already passed the ultimate test, which is they living and breathing. So they still got another day to pursue whatever dreams or goals that they had, as long as it's positive. And if they train their mindset and continue to train their mindset, it's almost like somebody that's always talking about losing weight. All you got to do is eat right, exercise, and start a new habit that can help you lose. So my thing is, for people, just train your mindset to have a pattern of things that you think about on a regular basis that you can make happen for yourself, and that's how you get over it. And I'm telling y'all this because this is the stuff that I apply.
I remember when you started your journey. It was amazing. We was on the phone like 6 a.m.
I know.
And it was a journey.
You was just dropping gems the whole time.
Look, when I talk to him, sometimes we got to get paper and pad. Wait a minute, Andree, say that again. But I remember you started that journey, and I'm like always like your cheerleader. One of the things that I always tell Trey is when we have to feel like we have to explain ourselves to someone, there's no need in talking to them. We don't have to explain ourselves anymore.
Right.
So
on the same page.
Right, stay on the same. But Trey, tell us where we can reach you at, where people can. All right, I know you have to get ready to go. So could you please leave your information, your Facebook, your Instagram, and if people want to get the dedicated father stuff, leave us the information. Then we know where you got to go.
Okay, so if y'all hit up TreyCurriculum.com, of course that's the website, but IG, my Instagram is at Trey Cheney. And the IG is Mr. Trey Cheney. MrTrayChaney. That's my Instagram. And then Twitter is at Trey Cheney. TrayChaney. And then, of course, my Facebook page is, I do control both of them. For anybody out there that want to know, is Trey Pooh Cheney. And then I got another one that's standard Trey Cheney.
All right.
I would love for everybody to reach out now. And I'm gonna just say something down that ain't never been said before. Anybody that's actually listening to this, if y'all want to get at me, y'all gonna have to go through my sister Andree. Because Andree is giving me a lot of work. Andree is about to start booking me on a lot of engagements, and she's my sister.
So, and yes, we have a dynamic movie that I just finished writing that you will be starring in alongside of this cat right here. Yeah. We get ready to turn up. But I know you got to get ready to go.
2020 is my
2020
year.
is happening.
Out with Trump and in with Michael Nathan, Booth James.
Okay, I know you got to go, Trey. We love you. We thank you. And go ahead on and enjoy your day. Thank you so much for calling us. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back. For those of you that have questions, comments, complaints, or concerns, y'all call us back. We'll be right back. Don't touch that dial. Thanks, Trey.
My faith flow, gotta stay high in my hope. He's alive, he revives, I ride with the ghost. El Shaddai, he can't lie, he provide for the folk. Through the fire, water's hot, won't let you drown on that boat. Put my hope in Hashem, the one that spoke to the wind. Defend me from my enemies, every need in the bend. Snatched me out, I was in the sin. Gave my life so I could live again. All praise I get him, in the end we finna win. Light it there in my nighttime, Jesus Christ in my lifeline. I don't know who they that's my word, they God ain't like mine. With me in the valley low, put me on that mountaintop. I'm talking. Coming back for me. I know. I'm talking. My faith flow, gotta stay high in my hope. He's alive, he revives, I ride with the ghost. El Shaddai, he can't lie, he provides provide for the folk. Through the fire, water's hot, won't let you drown on that boat. Put my hope, Hashem, the one that spoke to the wind, defend me from my enemies. Every need they've in the bend, snatch I was in the sin, gave my life so I could live again. All praise I get him, in the end we finna win. Light a day in my nighttime, Jesus Christ in my lifeline. I don't know who they...
We are back. We appreciate Trey Chaney calling in, just spending some time with us this morning. He's really, really, really busy. When he comes in DMV, we don't get to see each other like we used to. Okay, I'm better.
Well, Andree, one of the things that people don't know about you is how well connected you are, and how the friends out there in the entertainment world that you commune with on a daily basis. People don't really know that about you.
No, they don't.
And I just want to let people know that she's a resource. Definitely, if you're a good, if you're a type of person that wants to, explore your talent. Get your word out there, anything positive. She's down. She's one of us. She's a positive person.
Yes. And the thing about it is I often remember that everybody had a first. And sometimes we get to a place where we feel like we have arrived, or we feel like we have accomplished some things, and we forget to go back and lend a hand, give a hand up.
Right.
And so that's basically what I do. Even in filming, I tend to give people opportunities that's never had opportunities before. And that could be a hindrance, but it also could be a help, depending on how you look at it. Like others have seen things in me, I have a tendency of seeing things in other people, and I want to give them that opportunity. And so I have done that on more than one occasion. When someone says, I just really want to get in, and I'll write a script. I'll even trade my role for someone if I really believe that that's what they want to do, and I really believe that they're going to invest in themselves. Right. And that's not something that was passed down to me. I had to really, really work hard and invest in myself. And I have to give a shout out to McKinnon Acting Studio, give a shout out to Trebell Nickerson, she played alongside of me in my movie Secrets 2 as Sister Loretta. But when she moved to Atlanta, she kept saying, Andree, I need you to come to Atlanta. And I was like, for what? And she said, I just need you to come here. Well, needless to say, when I got there, it was a whole new world for me. Right. My mindset changed. And a year prior to that, Trey had just moved there. So, of course, when I got there, I was able to go see them and hang out with him and Aisha and stuff like that. But, and I know that whenever I'm in Atlanta, even if I don't get to see him, I know I'm safe because he'll say, well, Andree, go here. Andree, go there. Belle say, she called me Candy. Candy, I want you to go here. Come on, Candy, we ready to do this. Come on, Candy, we ready to do this. Even the movie that I just wrote backwards, I was on the phone and I was sitting with Belle. Telling her that I'm going to write this movie. I told her exactly how the movie was going to go because Belle was supposed to be my sister and I was supposed to be Sherelle. So we talked about it and she said, go for it. But I didn't film in Atlanta. I filmed here. So we both were not in it. We placed other people in it. And that movie is now a multi-award winning movie. So I believe in people, but people, you also have to believe in yourself.
Absolutely.
And one of the things that people don't really know about you, Mike, is that you are also a resource in the community. I know people say they know you, but I think they know you only in name. They don't know the Mike Nathan that I know, like people don't know the Andree that you know. They look at the exterior. They don't know. So come on, it's just us. So tell the people a little bit about the Mike Nathan that I know.
Well, I come from a background of the arts. My mother exposed me at a very young age. So I was a paid performer in churches. A lot of people don't know Catholic churches don't have their own choirs. They actually contract out to individuals to sing for them. So I was a paid performer since the age of 10. I went to church on Saturday, went to a church school.
Yeah, mother sent him to a church school.
Sent me to DuPont Park, 7-day Adventist school. So I was in church nearly 7 days a week and singing in Catholic churches on Sundays. My mother was a giver. My mother was a civil servant. She worked at Arthur Caper Health Clinic. She worked at W Street Clinic. All the rough spots on the South Side. My mother worked at when I was a child, and she was always giving. She was always serving, praying, and I became Wilhelmina's son. I used to wonder how you become, Esther's son or Lisa's son. That's Lisa's boy right there. I am Wilhelmina's son. All of a sudden, I'm in that role now. It's like, whatever I do, I always have to give to somebody. I always like to see other people happy along with myself. People have told me to, slow that down, maybe not do it so much, and I could see that because you wanna focus on yourself and when you need yourself.
True that. Self-love and self-care.
Yeah. So that's my background. My background is, Seventh-day Adventist arts. My mother having a very profound impact on me as far as what I'm doing today, and God. In that whole mix of my mother and the arts and things of that nature, we were worshiping. We were going to church every day, and we would, it really became about worship. And as it is now, it's about how I'm going to live according to to the word, and trying to bring that all together. That's what it is in a nutshell, I guess that's what it is for most people. The people that guided you, just like, Poot had a very profound effect on your career to date. It is like that when you're growing up and how you get into certain things. It's no accident. Something inspired you, something affected you, something came into your environment that stimulated you and made you, go towards those things.
Wow. Well, the call-in number is 202-427-7263. And call if you have questions, comments, complaints, or concerns. And also, what is our trivia going to be today? Our trivia today.
No, I was thinking about that on the way up.
I know. Shout out to San Antonio, Texas, shooting in, taking a look-see. 202-427-7263. We're taking comments right now, and then at 45 minutes into the hour, the calls can come in for the Monday. Mike's Money. So you think about your stuff that you want to ask. All right?
I got it.
All right. So call in at 202-427-7263.
Okay.
Call and talk to us today. We're excited about the things that are happening. Also, those of you that are interested in the arts and things like that, call. Look us up on the Mike and Andree show at Gmail. We always have a Monday, honey.
Yep.
Yes. Ariel, you've been watching all day. If you don't win that money, girl, it's just going to be a problem. You've been watching all day. You've been on us when we were live coming up the road.
Okay.
And then you've been on this show the whole entire time. She riding with us.
Wide awake. She like $100 is mine.
And she also does body butter. And so I was asking her if she's available to come on the show next week because we're going to have a fitness female and some body butter.
You get the body butter. Yeah, I've heard of that. I've actually used some of that.
And we be asking for stuff every Saturday. I don't know why we be fully dressed and looking really nice and we get a call. You got lotion? You got Vaseline? I ain't got nothing. You got some? I hope they don't look at my hands today. Yeah, a thousand times. So, but anyway, 202-427-7263. Dial that number. Mike's waiting. And another thing, I guess we're gonna take a break.
We can take a break.
Let's take a break. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back. And we'll take the calls after this message.
That's my word. They God ain't like mine. With me in the valley low. Put me on that mountain top.
Coming back for me. I know. I'm talking. I'm talking. He's the one who's been there for me.
revives, I ride with the ghost. El Shaddai, he can't lie, he provide for the folk. Through the fire, water's hot, won't let you drown on that boat. Put my hope in Hashem, the one that spoke to the wind. Defend me from my enemies, every need is in the bend. Snatched me out, I was in the sin. Gave my life so I could live again. All praise I get him in the end. In the wind, light it there in my nighttime. Jesus Christ in my lifeline. I don't know who they serve. That's my word, they God ain't like mine. With me in the valley low, put me on that mountaintop.
I'm talking. Runners coming back for me. I know. I'm talking.
Even if my faith low, gotta stay high, my hope. He's alive, he revives, I ride with the ghost. El Shaddai, he can't lie, he provide for the folk. Through the fire, water's hot, won't let you drown on that boat. Put my hope in the one that spoke to the wind. Defend me from my enemies, every need is in the bend. Snatched me out, I was in the sin. Gave my life so I could live again. All praise I get him, in the end we finna win. Light it there in my nighttime, Jesus Christ in my lifeline. I don't know who they serve, that's my word, they God ain't like mine. With me in the valley low, put me on that mountaintop.
I'm talking. Runners coming back for me. I know. I'm talking.
Welcome back.
We's back.
We're back. What's that show that had the little thing said they're back? But anyway, today's been a good day, a wonderful, wonderful day. Do you want to just go ahead and do with the trivia?
Let's do the trivia
Let's do
now.
the trivia.
Okay. So,
Mike.
my question for the day.
Is this for the $100?
This
whole
for the
100?
This for the 100.
The whole 100.
The 100.
Okay.
All right. Name 3 projects Trey Poop Cheney worked on, or appeared in. 3 projects, 3 movies that Trey
202-427.
Poop Cheney is involved in. Now, past, present.
Don't matter. 3 projects. 202-427-7263. So Mike, while we move on with our show, that's our that's the trivia, and that's for $100. Okay.
That's right.
Now, trust me, he'll cash app it, Western Union, minus the fees. Okay. Just so y'all know that, because I know $100. You're gonna take the $10. Yes, we're gonna take the $10. Yeah. So you'll get 90. It don't matter. You'll get whatever minus your fees. But so tell our viewers, I mean, because we know that you do a lot of promotion for comedians and things like that outside of the Mike and Andree show, and the where we could reach you at. Where could they reach you at outside of the show?
Well, right now, I work on my main.
Call the number in if you know the answer. 202-427-7263.
My main project primarily is my mom.
Wow.
As a lot, most of my friends know that my mother is up in age, and caring for her has been, one of my primary functions. It's what I do now. It's all encompassing too. It's from time I open my eyes until I close them.
But I think, what do you feel about, speaking of mothers, what do you feel about estranged, about when it comes to taking care of your mother? Because some people don't believe in that. You feel like even those that have attitudes or problems with their parents and stuff.
Uh-oh, here we go.
We have a call. Caller.
Lake area.
Hello, welcome to the Mike and Andree show. Are you calling for a comment, a question, or are you calling for the trivia?
I'm calling for the trivia.
Okay.
All right.
So what 3 projects, any 3, past or present, that our guest Trey Cheney has worked on?
Trey Cheney was on The Wire,
Okay.
the TV show Saints and Sinners,
All right.
and anti-bullying campaign with Andre Harris.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah.
You know what?
Okay. That's the courage to stand up.
You
That is.
know what?
She won.
That's that's the kind of listener I
That's the
love.
guy.
She's been paying attention to the
Yes.
show.
Could you put those pictures back up? She did win.
Yes.
He was on The Wire.
He's
He
Saints
has
and
been
Sinners
on Saints and Sinners.
presently.
And he currently on Saints and Sinners. And in 2016, he did the anti-bullying campaign called The Courage to Stand Up. Yes, he
Right.
did.
That's
Written
right.
and directed by me.
So you got $100
$100
coming through you after the show.
Renee,
We gonna call you.
You are a winner.
I wish we had some balloons and everything to just go up.
You are a winner.
You're a winner.
Do you have any comments?
Okay, there we
You
go.
got delayed reaction,
That's the
girl.
excitement I want to hear. That's $100.
But the only requirement is that we ask that you go on the Mike and Andre show page and write your testimony
And write
about
your
your
$100
$100.
testimony. Okay, you can
You
get
got
yourself
it.
some crabs.
You
You going
got
down the
it.
wharf today?
Where you
can
going
get
today?
some crabs and some shrimp, right?
This money about to pay my bills, honey.
Oh,
Oh.
okay, baby. Oh, you.
Well,
Hey.
and we thank you. Ariel has been a favorite, avid listener and viewer since we've been on the air.
Definitely. Beautiful.
Yeah, and so we applaud you. And she's the one that does body butters and all that stuff. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'm
So
looking
we'll
forward
have
to
her
her
next
being
week.
on our show.
I like it. I love it.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Make yourself available, honey.
Yes.
Body butter.
Thank you so much for calling. You did win $100. Make sure we have your Cash App information so we can send it on over.
Yes, I will. Thank you guys so much. You guys do such an awesome job. I love watching you all.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
my
Thank
dear.
you so
I
much. We appreciate you too.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Mhm.
So we'll open up next for questions and comments. The $100 has gone to Ariel. She answered all three of the questions, the trivia. So we thank her for viewing us and watching us and things like that. But so taking care of your mother is a priority for you.
Absolutely. It's my biggest thing now. I mean, I didn't know which one of my siblings would be the one to take care of my mother as she got older, and it turns out it's me.
Wow.
And it's a labor of love. Don't ever think that I'm bitter because I can't hit the streets and go out here and promote, and it's a labor of love. My mom took care of me when I was young, and I had asthma when I was young, and those children's hospital, I was a frequent visitor. It's no joke when your lungs close up.
Yes,
you know.
yes.
So my mom was always there for me, and I intend on being there for her.
That's good. That's good. And the good thing about it is the rewards that you will receive as a direct result of being there for your mother.
Right.
It's my mother's 75th birthday, and I'm not able to be there. My other siblings are in Charlotte, North Carolina. But the beautiful thing about it is I have something real royal planned for my mother.
That's right.
And nothing beats like the time now. And so I just, I called her last night. I did a little poster on Facebook. But to me, that's not enough for the queen of my heart. That's not enough for the woman who gave birth to me. And it's for her. She doesn't even care about a lot of fancy things and stuff like that. But I want to do something for her that none of us have ever done for her before. And so that's my surprise to her. And so my son calls today from Tucson, Arizona. You're not down there with your mother. I said, boy, I call my mother. Don't start that stuff. And I don't let people make me feel guilty anymore because love is something you can't buy.
Right.
And I don't know. It's just something about when you talk about your mothers and taking care of your mother.
It makes me emotional.
Yeah, it does. It does. And I don't know. My mom has always known that I was different. And she's always known that... And she's always supported me. I mean, sometimes she get upset, but she's always supported me. And so when I'm like, Mommy, I can't show up everywhere and do everything, she's not angry. My sister was used to be like, everybody got a piece of you. And for Mother's Day, I just mailed her a card and told her, stop worrying about your place in my life. You're always in my life.
Always.
Because sometimes, and I know with my sisters, I don't have to worry about who's for me and who against me.
Right.
One of my sisters is my road manager.
Okay.
And I like that because she's not in my purse.
Right.
She's also a mother. Me and my sister, we take care of our
Get
grandchildren.
your hand
She's
out my
also
pocket.
my sister and I also take care of our great nieces. I take care of three of her grandchildren, and she takes care of one of her grandchildren. And it's something to be a mother to people that you didn't give birth to either,
Right.
or father
Right.
to people because I know there's people, little boys that you mentor.
Right.
Think about, give me a scenario of some of the underserved youth that you had to. I know we're going all over the place, but it's called Just Us. So
Well,
I don't know where we start or end.
a lot of times my witnessing it's like a ministry of sorts. You know, I didn't identify it as that up until now. A lot of young guys that I meet or come across in the street, it could just be in the corner store. I'll engage them. Oh, you rap, you see them, doing in a cipher or whatever, and I ask them, what do you think it would take for you to, get your music together and put it out there yourself? Because a lot of these young boys, these youth of today, are they're entrenched in this rap culture, right?
Yes.
The hip hop culture,
Yes.
right? But they're waiting for the machine to grab them up and elevate them
Well, we should
when
do a
they can
showcase.
elevate themselves.
Well, we should do a showcase.
And that's what I'm putting together. I got a rap showcase that's going to be coming up.
Good.
But I told the guys how I wanted them to do it. We're not just going to just put you on a stage or put you in front of a camera to make light of you, or we want to help you
Help brand
succeed.
yourself,
We want to
yeah.
uplift you. So I tell them to develop their projects, develop their music, so it's
and not only that,
presentable.
and also develop character.
right.
Okay, because I
A
mean,
show.
Yeah, you want, like, I'm an entertainer, and I love entertaining people. So when you entertain, you don't want people to be you don't want to be recognized for shiesty and all that kind of stuff. You want to be recognized for who you are and your showmanship. You want people to say, I want to go see them again.
Right.
I want to do that again. That's what you want.
Because I had a friend. He wanted to come and he wanted to do his rap. And I said, no, not yet. Not yet. I said, I want you to get a few things together first. I want to make sure. I want to look at it. Let's both go over it, critique it. And if there needs to be any changes, make a change. If it's ready, let's go. But I want to put him, her, or anybody else that comes through here in a as I learn and know better or how to present it, I want to put them in the best case scenario for success.
Yes, and that's one. And shout out to Sherry Christie, whose birthday is today. She's the executive. She's the admin person for Zion's Daughters Dance Ensemble Inc., where my children are dancing. I think this is like the third year. Maybe the fourth year, I don't know. But
And hopefully my daughter will be part
yes,
of that dance.
got a new baby coming
Yeah.
in. We're so
Yeah.
excited. Shout out to, we got 4 minutes left in the show. Shout out to, again, my mom for her birthday. The bishops and all you religious people that be watching us. We thank y'all. We're so glad that we have a clean show, a nice show that you feel, that you can join with us. And it makes a lot of difference when we are able to touch people from all over the world.
Definitely.
Thank you for Ariel for calling in. She won that $100.
Definitely did. I will be cash
Hi,
apping you.
Kiwanda. Hi, everybody
Shortly.
from our Facebook, Periscope, YouTube. We just appreciate everybody and for getting up close and personal. Again, I thank you personally for believing in what Mike and I do. We really, really thank you. Mike, I thank you for believing in the vision.
Wasn't hard.
We
Wasn't hard to do.
we just like that. But
It's a
we are
no-brainer.
preparing for our premiere panel and performance of the movie that we did called Backwards. It's a short film on domestic violence. Domestic Violence Awareness Month is coming up in October, so most of our guests will be aware of Domestic Violence Awareness Month, as well as disabilities employment awareness. And so we have a couple people that are coming here that are actually in wheelchairs, and we'll probably be shooting over there. I don't know how we're going to do this, but they will be in the studio this month talking about the things that they had to endure and how they're still making it. Tremaine Alexander will be here, who has his own T-shirt line and writing a book right now. There's so many other people that are coming in, and their families are going to wheel them here in their wheelchairs, and they're going to be a part of our guests. And I'm excited.
I'm
Part of our
doubly
show. I'm very, very excited. So don't, until next time, keep giving, keep living, but most of all,
loving.
keep loving. We
loving
thank
your
you.
heart.
Follow us on the Mike and Andre show. Trust in your dreams. Don't, if you feel like you have to explain yourself to somebody, you don't need to have them around you.
Absolutely not.
Trust me on that.
Shed that negativity.
You got to get rid of that
positivity.
stuff. You got to get rid of that stuff. Keep positive vibe everywhere you go. If there's negative energy, it's going to make you negative, okay? So we love you guys, but we got to get up out of here and stay tuned for next week's show. We'll see you later.